Hi, welcome to another edition of the Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Jason Sklar, and I'm here today with coach of the UNF men's basketball team, Matthew Driscoll. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. It's another great day, not just outside, but it's a great day inside as well, too. You know us. We always got it dry inside that court at 72 degrees, so we love it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I want to talk a little bit about this past Thursday, your exhibition with Ave Marie.
Ave Marie.
Ave Marie. I keep messing
that up. Good Catholic school.
Good Catholic school, okay. The first half started off kind of rough. Started off kind of slow. The halftime score was 33-32 in favor of UNF. Talk a little bit about the struggles you guys had in that half.
Well, the one thing in the first half, and something that we need to do a better job of as a staff and having our players prepared, is playing against different defenses. And something that really we gotten back to and actually did a little bit before but not enough is preparing for other defenses. When you start your philosophy and you come into a school and you start doing what you want to do, it's hard sometimes to go back and forth and adjust because they play not like we want to play. Mm-hmm. And because of that, we're trying to build habits and trying to get our guys in tune with what we want to do. And if we're going back and forth, sometimes it's hard for guys to separate between those two things. And it's so early in the season, we really don't have a scout team yet or a team that's going to do those kind of things. So we really did a poor job from that standpoint of being prepared for that. But our guys overcame that. Second half, we talked about a lot of defensive philosophies that we want to get back to and make sure our guys understood. And when we come out in the second half, we went on that run. But then the three-point ball. You know, the ball, that line is such a great equalizer, and it got them back in the game with 2 threes back-to-back and the three-point play, and they took the lead 39-38. And then our guys obviously settled back in, and then our zone obviously worked pretty well for us as well. So we were happy with the way we responded, held them 56 points, 24 in the second half, caused 26 turnovers. That's a lot of pluses, but the defensive field goal percentage is nowhere near what it needs to be, and we'll continue to grow from that area.
Now you mentioned how you guys were much better in the second half. Is there anything specific you said to them at halftime to get them motivated to come out like they did in the second half?
Unless you want to practice at 12:01, which the NCAA will allow us to do, then we need to go out and perform with a much better sense of urgency than we did in the first half. But I don't know if that was really the reason. But obviously, you know, I think those guys got shook off a little bit of whatever they had. But we're a non-excuse team, and I shared that with the guys. I'm not going to listen, or I'm not going to hear. I don't want them to feel like they can fall back on that. We have a whole bunch of new guys, older guys who have becoming new guys, so to speak, under our philosophy. So we actually have to go through some growing pains or some hurdles early to understand what it takes every single day, every single minute. It doesn't matter who you're playing. The one thing we've tried to explain to our guys, it doesn't matter what's on the front of their chest. Mm-hmm. We need to understand who we're about and what we're trying to do so that we can go out and make those adjustments and be positive about it. So Notre Dame, Ave Maria, it doesn't matter. We need to go out and do what UNF does.
Mm-hmm. What can you take away from the exhibition game overall as a whole? Like you guys came out strong, finished, ended up winning 71-56. What can you take away from that?
Well, the one thing is that we put it on the left side. So when you're putting on the left side of the column as opposed to the right side where the L's go, that's obviously something positive. You know, if you look at FIU, if you look at Syracuse, if you look at Valpo, all those guys lost to schools like Ave Maria for whatever reason. You know, it's just different in every place. We were at Baylor the year we went to the NCAA tournament and it was our greatest turnaround in college history. We lost to a Division II team in an exhibition. And it was almost like Chicken Little. The sky was falling and the world was coming to an end. But we learned from that and we grew from that. But you don't want to grow and learn from losing. You really don't as a coach. You really want to take a W away from it and really do some things positive. We watched a lot of film. We dissected some things. We even changed something from a coaching standpoint. We tweaked a little bit about how we close out and what we do, and we tweaked a little bit offensively as well too. So we need to make sure we're not too proudful and pounding our chests as coaches saying, well, you know, it's this, it's that. We all got to grow from it, and we did.
Okay. Who on the team really impressed you in the game?
Well, obviously Andy Diaz, from a statistical point, is a no-brainer. 12 and 12, obviously a double-double for a freshman who's only 18. He just turned 18 in late August. He's a puppy. He's just a little child who's just learning every single day. I thought all of our freshmen responded well. And our seniors, I think Eni Suka is an odd answer. But the reason I say that is because he hasn't been out on the floor. He's been hurt. And he actually did a very good job coming out on the floor and doing some good things defensively, which I really worried about if he understood it. Offensively, Eni always knows how to play because he's a scorer. That's easy for a guy who scores just to go out and play. But defensively, he did a lot of good things for us, and it really showed that he was really listening or learning from the sideline and was able to take that onto the floor. So that was a good surprise.
Okay. This Saturday, you guys have Notre Dame. You guys are going to Notre Dame. They even moved the game up for you guys
earlier. Yeah, why not?
How are you guys preparing for that?
Well, obviously, the one thing is sitting in a hotel all day after traveling is one of the worst things in the world anyways when you're a road team. So I'm glad it's a 2 o'clock game. Our guys want to play. They want to play that game, and we want to play that game. So that's an exciting thing for us. Our guys are definitely prepared and understanding, and they understand that you've got to compete. If you compete for 40 minutes and you do the little things, and here's the little things. Number one, you don't give up easy buckets. Number two, you contest and challenge all shots. And number three, you defensively block out and rebound. Forget about the offensive end. If you don't turn the ball over, you'll get shots. Like against Ave Maria, we had 20 turnovers. If you cut that down to, let's say, 14, that's 6 more shots. If you make 2 or 3 of them, now you win by 18 or 22 going away. Depending. So we've got to take care of the ball against Notre Dame and then let the chips fall where they may. We've got to take care of those 3 defensive things, though. We got to get back and take care of earlies. We got to contest and challenge all shots, and we've got to rebound the ball defensively. After that, I feel pretty good about going in there and being prepared. I know they got Luke Arangodi. I know he's a great player. He's one of the best players in college basketball. I coached against him 2 years ago when he was a sophomore down to Virgin Islands, and we were at Baylor, and we beat him in the tournament of Virgin Islands, the Paradise Champ tournament. We went on to win the championship. I understand what he's all about, and I know how great he is. They just redid the facility, so they're playing against us as their home opener, so to speak. So we're really excited about going up there and what this presents to us, and our guys will be very prepared going in, and we'll see what happens.
Along those same lines, what would be the one key for UNF to pull away with a victory against Notre Dame?
The biggest key is to make sure we understand the basketball is a game of runs. And what I mean by that is you can never be too high and you never can be too low. Because if you get concerned about them going on a run or you going on a run and all of a sudden thinking it's either easy or it's not as difficult as you thought, depending on how the run goes, then you're not going to be able to respond or recover from it, so to speak. So we have to make sure our guys understand that it's going to be a 40-minute battle. It's not going to be something that's won or lost in a 3-minute span. Now, a 3-minute span, and then another 3-minute span, and another 3-minute span, now that's different. And we've got to be able to control those highs and lows of our emotions and the runs. And if our guys can do that, then I'll be very pleased, and I'll be very anxious to coach those last several minutes because the game's going to be a very good game.
All right, Coach Matthew Driscoll. That's Coach Corner with Matthew Driscoll. We wish you all the best in Notre Dame this Saturday, and we hope you come back with a W.
Absolutely. Now that since we're playing a Catholic school, we're going to take a second collection like the Catholics do, and we're going to let that collection be part of the UNF Osprey donation from Notre Dame. So we're going to pass the basket in the second half.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it. Thank you, Coach Matthew Driscoll.
Appreciate it. Thank you.